Hello, Cardinals. We are going to be talking about Investigation 6.1 today, comparing volcanic and seismic activities. And our essential question is, what patterns do you see between where earthquakes and volcanoes happen? Before we start, we want to read about an Icelandic volcano which began to erupt and it lasted 6 months. In its rest days, the eruption sent so many tons of ash into the sky that 20 nearby countries halted air travel. We often think of volcanoes as spewing towers of red hot lava, but when volcanoes like Ilajuakul erupt, magma flows out slowly, and lighter ash material is expelled with force. In this lesson, you will map historic volcanic data and analyze how it relates to earthquakes. You will also use models to see how that movement of magma in a volcano shapes the surface of Earth, sometimes over thousands of years and sometimes very quickly. By the end of the lesson, you will use evidence to explain factors that contribute to the formation of different volcano types and how scientists can predict their activity. So you're going to be using a map to plot volcanic and seismic activities. Now, the book's going to ask you to do this as a transparency, but we're actually going to do the following. Your group is going to get a Google Draw, and this should be either on the Science 8 website or pushed to you on Google Classroom. And your group is actually going to be plotting the earthquakes, blue dots for earthquakes and red triangles for volcanoes. And the information for both of these comes from a sheet that's going to get handed out. And it's going to have volcanic activity and seismic activity, which is earthquakes. So you're going to plot 20 earthquakes and 20 volcanic eruptions on a document that looks something like this. When you're done, you'll need to transfer that to the actual paper, so that way, and you can kind of connect the dots and see where the patterns are for seismic activity and volcanoes. So when you split up the data, if there's 5 in a group, some people are going to get the top or the bottom and the seismic, or if you have a 5th person. So you can split the data up so you get all of that plotted on your map. Number 4, we're going to be answering. When both pairs are done plotting, discuss the following questions and record your answers in your science notebook. A, B, and C, all 3 of these will get written into your notebook. And here's a map that we stole off of Google, and it kind of shows where the plate boundaries are in yellow, the volcanoes are in red, and earthquakes are in blue dots. We'll also have a video posted called Volcanoes 101. You might want to take a couple minutes and watch that. And don't forget to read Building Your Knowledge, Earthquake Swarms, and answer the questions in your science notebook. At the end of today, you're going to be asked to write a summary, and here's your to-do list. You can complete the plotting, answer question number 4, and read Build Your Knowledge, Earthquake Swarms, and complete the guided readings. That's the plan today, kids. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know.